exercising is the thing that I hate the most in life. It's misery. Do you understand? It's misery.
So based on that statement, you need to adjust your relationship with food. Hello. Excuse the shirt. I've got a party to go to. I was watching some YouTube while I was getting ready, and I saw this video, and it gave me a little insight into how some people think, and I had a little epiphany. Now I've got a hypothesis, and I want to put that hypothesis to you. Let me know in the comments if you think I've got any validity in this, okay? Right? So, people have got next to no willpower because our attention spans are fucked. That's a given, right? So, you're less likely to stick something out in the long run because you've got so much short-term stimuli and you can replace it. Do you know what I'm saying? So, back in 1850, you'd have a pool of people, maybe 70 people that lived in your village or your town that were your age that could be your friends. Now, because you can replace your friends immediately, friendships don't last as long. Nobody commits. All the friendships gone. That happens all the way through society, right? So people have got little to no willpower and too many options, right? Apply that to food, and now you understand why people are fat. Because that lack of willpower and too many options, would you rather sit on the sofa or lift some weights? If you've got no willpower, you're going to pick the latter. You're going to pick the former, sorry. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to taint everything that you do. So I saw this video of Ethan. Every single time somebody puts something to him, he's dismissive of it. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't even want to contemplate changing himself. And I think it's because he's got no willpower and food tastes too good now. It literally just hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, people lived on bread and rice and pasta for like thousands of years, and before that we were foraging and hunting meat. Like, food has never been great. You know what I mean? Like, a filet mignon is a recent thing. Like, I'll put a picture up now of all the Aborigines' teeth. This is what their teeth used to look like. That's what their teeth used to look like before sugar. And then sugar came along, and then their teeth have fallen out their head. I do not know a single person who does not have a filling over the age of 20. I don't know anybody. Everybody I know has got one of their teeth, has had a cavity and it's been replaced because of the amount of shit that's in our food supply. And we've got no willpower, and everything tastes good. Even medicine. Some medicines taste good now, right? So when you mix those two things together, you're going to get a fat person. Really, aren't you? I mean, what would you rather do? Would you rather sit here, nice and comfy, or would you rather throw some big heavy weights around? Do you know what I mean? Like, if you had your choice to sit on a chair or to curl some heavy weights, what are you going to pick? Now, if you've got low willpower, if you've got incredibly low willpower, you're not going to choose the weight. You're not going to choose the heavy, hard, difficult option. You're going to choose the, I'll sit on the sofa. And you're going to get fat because you'll also have no dietary discipline. People like to throw the word diet around. Everybody has a diet. What you eat now is your diet. So some people have got a good diet and some people have got a bad diet. You can't have a bad diet and have no willpower. You're going to turn into a whale, right? Being fat is a new phenomenon. It's like the 60s and upwards is when fat people really started to happen, right? There used to be clubs in the 1930s. I'll try and put another thing up for you while the screen's black. From Wikipedia, if I can't remember what it was called. It was like the Fat Man's Club or something. You had to be a certain weight. You had to be massive to be able to qualify just for membership. And it used to be the rare thing, the excessive thing that only the rich could afford. Now everybody's fat because we've got no willpower, a little bit more money, and all the food tastes good. So just let's watch Ethan here, and I'll try and unload what I'm talking about.
I'm on this Nutribull, this Nutri-torture. Nutrisystem should be put out of business. I'm just saying, what they're doing is criminal.
Say the name.
I did.
Oh, you did.
Nutrisystem is a criminal enterprise, and they should be put out of business. You can't put someone on 1,000 calories a day and just expect them to live. What, Dan?
But you're...
You can live on 1,000 calories a day. You'll be incredibly thin, but you can live on 1,000 calories a day if you're already fat. If you're already fat, you can live on no calories a day for weeks, depending on how fat you are, because your body will start to digest itself. That's how you lose weight. But he doesn't like that. Makes him uncomfortable.
You're doing... What do you mean?
Because I wanted to be fat!
You're looking good, though.
No, I'm not. I'm still fat.
You are losing weight.
Bro, it's been like months to be like, I'm going to get on the Peloton. I'm going to get on the treadmill. I'm going to get on the fucking Jenny Craig. F you, Jenny Craig, you...
It takes time.
Just mad. I didn't do Jenny Craig, but I would.
You're doing it. It takes time.
How much time does it take, Elo?
I mean, how long did it take you to gain all the weight? Years.
A lot of time.
Right? So.
What did I have for breakfast? It was... What did I have? Oh my God, dude! It was a bag of granola. I used Theodore's bowl, and it didn't even. It filled up like maybe an eighth of Theodore's bowl. They go, and then on the back they have the balls to say, "Pour it in a bowl with a fourth cup of milk and enjoy." It's like, bitch, I am not going to enjoy this, and how dare you even write that? Just say and just
No,
fucking
I
don't. complain
really
on the
don't
back.
think it's a good idea. The Nutra bullshit.
It should be outlawed. You can't tell someone to put on 1,000 calories a day. It's just not okay.
Maybe it's not.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. You see the mentality. Just every little, you can't get to him. You cannot get to him. I do feel sorry for him because, Ethan, if you ever see this, I highly doubt you will see this. I'm not attacking you, my guy, right? I'm worried about you, right? Because you've got a wife, you've got kids, a kid. I understand she was pregnant, and it was yours, I assume, right? Because I'm not really into all this. This video just caught my eye. But yeah, like you could live an extra 5 years. You'd live such a better life. You've got an unhealthy relationship with food, dude. That's what it is. You've got an unhealthy relationship with food. To you, it's more about flavour. It's more about flavour and the experience than the fact that it's fuel. Like, I only know you exist, right? Because you had that stupid little argument with Joe Rogan about being unhealthy and stuff, saying that he eats elk meat and that. But Joe Rogan's in good shape. It doesn't matter what you eat. You could eat nothing but lard, right? As long as you exercise enough, which is your problem, you hate the exercise, you can have that unhealthy relationship with food. Look at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's cheat days, dude. Look at them. He eats stacks of pancakes because he trains like a fucking wild animal. You need to exercise. That's the thing that you need to work on. You can have this unhealthy relationship with food, but you need to change your willpower. Or you can keep your willpower and slob around on the sofa, but you better get used to granola. Like, you can't have both. If you have both, you bloat. This is the problem.
Not approved by anything.
Look at your wife.
I assume it is. That's why they get away with it.
Look at how thin and in shape she is. Like, I genuinely do feel sorry for her. She must hate a little bit of herself every day. Why am I married to this slob? And the worst thing is, dude, right? You make loads of money. You've got no excuse to be fat when you're rich. Being fat is a poor person's problem because poor people make poor decisions. That's it.
Oh, these motherfuckers know what they're doing.
You're talking about how it should be illegal, how it's dangerous. Like, why are you doing it? It sounds like you're so
Did you
against
talk
it.
about how they tell you not to exercise?
Yeah, they tell you the first week when you're on 1,000 calories, they say minimize your physical activity. You believe that shit? Because you're on so little calories.
Yeah, because you don't have the fuel. You see, if you that's the problem. If you associated food with fuel, you'd know that what you just said made sense. Instead of saying, "Can you believe that shit?" You'd know that if you've for example, if a general knows that his troops are only going to get a half ration, he can't order them on a forced march because he knows they haven't got the fuel. Think about it. It's an obvious thing when you understand basic biology. It's obvious that the less fuel you have, the further the vehicle will go, or the slower it will go. It's that simple. So, like, my mother-in-law, well, future mother-in-law, she does 1 day a week where she will only consume 500 calories. And she's a British woman, so she drinks tea, but she can't put sugar in it. So she has, like, 6 cups of bland tea. She'll have Weight Watchers lasagna or spaghetti bolognese or a tagliatelle or something like that, some Italian-derived dish that's got 368 calories in it, every single one of them controlled. And then she's got a little bit of room for like a banana or an orange if she feels extra hungry and she wants a dessert. And she does that once a week, and that helps her maintain her weight. And the reason she does that is because she uses her willpower as leverage so she can have an unhealthy relationship with food for the rest of the week. Do you see how it works? Do you see how you have to balance it? You should see the shit I eat. I eat full packs of fucking chocolate digestives and stuff when I binge once a week. I go crazy on a Saturday or a Sunday. Absolutely crazy. But then throughout the week, I'm eating like lettuce. Do you know what I mean? Lettuce and potatoes and carrots and peas. And then I'm training. Every other day I train hard. Every other day I train hard. So today's my day off. Tomorrow I'm going to hit them hard. And you have to do this. It's also good for your mental health. You'd be amazed how much lifting weights is good for your mental health because of all the chemicals it releases, all the endorphins and serotonin and stuff like that. Really good for you. Really, really good for you. But I think he's in such a place of complacency. He's so comfortable that he doesn't feel like he has to move. She's going to have to leave him before he does anything, I think.
They go, try not to move at all.
Shouldn't that be such a red
Minimize
flag?
your steps, they say. Like, what the fuck?
That's gotta be so bad. Like,
the other thing is, like, I hate exercise. Do you understand? Like, of all the things, like, there's certain things that I can do. There's certain things that I don't like doing. Like, for example, I don't like doing the dishes. And so, or I don't like doing laundry, but there's certain chores that I don't mind doing. Exercising is the thing that I hate the most in life. It's misery. Do you understand? It's misery.
So based on that statement, you need to adjust your relationship with food. If you fucking hate it and it's misery, you need to now pick the lesser of two evils. So what would you rather do, Ethan? Would you rather exercise and be in misery and be able to eat the French fries and hamburgers and Wiener Schnitzels? Or not eat all of that crap and not have to put yourself through misery? They're the choices that you've got, because if you don't, you're going to continue to spiral. And this isn't just Ethan. This isn't me saying this to Ethan. This applies to a lot of people. I will guarantee that you know people in your life that are overweight. My older brother's overweight and he can't exercise. He can't exercise because he's got a really, really bad leg. He messed his ankle up years ago. I won't go into it. But he can't really exercise. He can only do his upper body, and he's a big lad. So he has to eat less. But even when he eats less, every now and then he'll not be able to resist that willpower. And he's overweight because he's got a slight disadvantage. And he's going to slowly keep gaining weight all the way down because he can't help it and he can't exercise it off. And it happens to everybody. I used to be a fat fuck. I went to Australia. You should have seen the amount of weight I came back. I think I came back from Australia, I weighed about 14 stone. A stone is 14 pounds, right? So I weighed 14 times 14, right? And then I came back and I lost like 3 stone of it. It's taken about 2 years for it to go. I've still got a little bit left, but I've lost most of it. And that's through willpower and dedication and eating right. And it's just, it really upsets me because I know that this is hurting people. Because we see them as fat people, right? We see them and we just see them as overweight, and then we see the outbound problems, but empathise with them for just a second, right? Can you imagine what it's like to wake up and struggle to get out of bed? Can you imagine what it's like to have to walk up the stairs and need to catch your breath midway? Can you imagine what it's like to struggle to get off the toilet? These people aren't living happy lives. It's not us trying to mock them because they're different. It's us trying to help them. It's me trying to say, right, this is not a good thing to do. If I can inspire one of you to lose 10 pounds, my job has been done. Because we need to be like this. You need to be healthy for children. You need to be around. You need to be. There's so many reasons that we need to be like this. What if the Chinese invade? The uniforms won't even fit them. The big fat bastards. Think about it. There's so many reasons that a society can't be made on fat people. And do not be a fat fuck and tell me about world hunger. Don't do it, because you're a hypocrite.
I thought you were enjoying it when you were.
Yeah, I was trying, but
Okay.
I don't like it.
Who are these people that like running? Like, fuck you,
Well,
dude.
those people are sick.
I love running. I love running.
Zach
Why
just
don't you
said he
go run off
enjoys
a
running.
cliff, you fuck? I love running.
Running
It's my
is
favorite
nice.
pastime.
It feels good.
Tell me that you think that guy likes running. Right, I'm going to leave it at that because I can just go on and on and on about this all day. But yeah, this mentality is the problem. That's the problem. Peace.